Preparing job talk. So job talk is also known as the research talk, but it is different than presenting your research. It is not like presenting your PhD dissertation or not even presenting a conference presentation. So before you go for online on-campus interview, you must need to know the duration of the job talk, and based on that, prepare the slides. So if they don't mention the duration of the job talk in the schedule, then you should send email and ask what will be the duration for the job talk. In general, the duration is around 50 minutes, an hour, or about 30 minutes. But in some cases, it will be, if it is teaching in universities, can be 20 minutes or 15 minutes as well. So at the end of the job talk, you should sell your strong points. So what publications you already have, or the grants you are working on and you already received. Write the future research goals, short-term and long-term goals, and list the possible funding sources for those research plans. And also show your teaching experience, what classes you have taken, or your work as a TA. If you have good evaluation, highlight those, and also mention what courses you can develop for this department, whether it can be for graduate or an undergraduate course. Some other notes: the main goal of job talk is to convince a smart audience, that means the experienced professors, right, who are not in your area, or they don't have the background of your research. So you need to convince those senior professors. Never go over time limit. So if it is 30 minutes, you have to finish before 30 minutes. So you should keep few minutes. So if it's 1 hour, keep 5 to 10 minutes for question and answer. If it's 30 minutes, maybe 3 to 5 minutes for question and answer. Choose one topic. Do not make it complicated. So if you have few topics in your PhD research, choose only one, or you can choose a topic from one of your research paper as well. So make it straightforward, simple, but do not involve few topics in your presentation. Good to choose a topic related to your PhD research. Now, break your whole presentations into few sections, so that will help to um, prepare your slides and presentation. So for say first phase, that will be around 10 minutes. So in the beginning, you don't hurry, you don't start very fast, you take time and build it slowly. So explain your research objective and the motivation and the methodology and contribution clearly. Explain the topic uh, in a way that shows your skill of teaching, so that shows that you can explain a topic really well. And there in the audience there will be professors as well as the students as well, so you need to explain in a way that is understandable to all of those audience range, starting from undergraduate to senior professor, and some of them have the background, some of them don't have the background of your research. So do not spend time on explaining all the technical details. Remember, the goal is to convince the smart audience who are not in your area or has no background. So the second phase, maybe roughly 15 minutes to 20 minutes of your job talk. At this period or this phase, you should describe your research. Focus on the audience who have some background in your area. So you don't make this too complicated, but you should have some depth. So the target audience you should make the who are in your area, some background they have, but still present in a way the audience those have no background, they understand what is going on. Following few minutes of job talks, maybe it can be around 5 to 10 minutes or 7 to 10 minutes, address the technical depth of your work. So now you go a bit deeper. Target the audience who are expert in your area. So you're slowly building. First you're studying in a way that's understandable for everyone, then you go a bit deeper so everyone understands, but mainly the audience from your background will understand it better. And then take few minutes that you will go really deep in your topic, so that will be for the expert in your area. So you make sure the experts in your area they understand your depth. Make sure that the audience with no background can understand the impact and feel the depth. So probably they will not understand all the technical nitty-gritties, but they will understand your research quality and depth. So next 3 to 5 minutes of job talk, wrap up your work. So summarize what you have presented so far. Focus on the audience who have no background in your area again, and repeat the key contribution of your work, so that at the end of the talk that will keep ringing into the listener's mind. So once you have the key contribution and what the main topic, you can repeat that in different slides of your work. So at the end, most of the audience they cannot remember the whole work, but they will remember the main topic and your contribution. So repeat the main topic and contribution a few times at the beginning, middle, and at the end. Final few 3 to 5 minutes of job talk. Highlight your other research works, so whatever you have done and achieved so far, and your research goal as well, what you want to do in long term and short term. List the publications. Show the collaboration opportunities within the department, within the university, beyond the university, and with the government organization, and also the companies as well. Show the list of funding opportunities. Show teaching experience, what classes you have taught or served as a TA, and also the courses you can develop for the department. So after presentation, finish 5 to 10 minutes before the time limit for the question answer session. Prepare for challenging questions from senior faculties and grad students. Greet the audience and share how much you enjoyed the conversation at the end. And if you think some conversation should be continued, in that case you mention your email address and mention you will talk to that particular person later, or you will communicate with them over email later. Do your own research on job talk. Go through the samples and tutorials, mainly from different universities. Go to their tutorials and read their tips and go through their examples. Practice multiple times in front of audience with background and without background. So you should practice many times, actually at least 5 to 10 times at least, and do it in front of the audience. So do it by yourself, also in front of audience, and do it with two types of audience. One is who has the background in your area, other one who has no background in your area. So based on those feedback, you can uh, correct and polish your slides and presentation. What to discuss at the lunch or dinner? So these are after the job talk. Once job talk is done, the whole day interview uh, if it's done, then you will go for dinner. Also, uh, on the interview day, you will have lunch time as well, right? So what to discuss during those lunch time or the dinner time? So remember, once you are on the campus, you are always under the interview. So whole process is a part of interview. So when you are at lunch and dinner, you should be careful what you are talking and how you are presenting yourself or your body language. So do not forget that interview is not done until you leave the airport. Be a good listener. Ask about the life in the town or city. So if you have family, yeah, ask about the family life for the children's university, sorry, schools and daycare, those information. Also, show your intention to be settled down there. Seek for collaboration opportunities, so talk to other faculties and remember to study the department website and know about the faculties and what they teach and what is their research, and if possible read few of their research works, research papers, at least the abstract, introduction and conclusion. So then you will be able to communicate with them and look for the collaboration opportunities. Discuss tenure and promotion process. So how long it takes for tenure, usually 5-6 years. And what are the requirements? Do you need to bring funds? Do you need to have some publications? Do you need to have a few graduate students? Ask all those details. And also the promotion process, after how many years you can apply for promotion and what are the requirements for promotion. What to expect from teaching and research in the first 2 years. So the load, teaching and research load, you need to uh, ask about those. Discuss summer teaching and research activities. So summer, roughly 3 to 4 months. So during that 3 to 4 months, what kind of activities they have from the university or department, and is there any option for offering course? If it is, then online or offline, usually how many students you can expect to get research activities, or can you do some developmental services for course or curriculum development, something like that. After on-campus interview, do not forget to send thank you email to each interviewer, and don't be too late. You should send it within 24 hours. Two other things to remember: no negative topics or criticism, and do not ask about salaries. So during all the conversations and also emails, you don't show any negative um, statements or any negative hint, nothing, no criticism, no negative discussions, whether it is you're discussing on campus or even when you write email. It should show you enjoyed the accompany and what good you experience, and show your intention. Make sure nothing negative is hinted or showing up.